Hi, I'm Seamless, and this is the I don't even know what part of the track from scratch. And today we're gonna keep doing that stuff. So we're just gonna play through it. I actually kind of have an intro and I kind of have a riser, and like the last time it wasn't mixed, it was actually just soloed when I opened the project. I actually very literally remember what's happening. I also very literally remember how to speak English. So this is gonna be a good day. Someone in the chat just gave me the greatest piece of advice I've ever heard in my life. He says, I think the build-up needs to be more powerful and present. The only way that could have been better is if he had just said, I think that should be better. It could be better. Useful. That's so very useful. I don't mean to rag on you, but it's... Anyway, I actually realized while I was listening to this what needs to happen to the riser and this whole thing. This is where does this even start? Okay. All these like offbeat things that I did are just ruining everything. As they usually do. That's kind of what happens to my tracks. I was like, it would be cool to have offbeats. And it would be cool if I ever did it right. So yeah, this whole thing. Basically, this is okay. I did some research. I did some trap research and discovered that the way these intros tend to go is that they have like the literal introduction, which is probably just very DJ like intro kind of thing, and then there's kind of like it's just like a beat for a second. It's kind of like this is a little bit of a song for a moment, and then it all just stops. It drops, breaks down. There's a riser, and then the drop happens. So that's what's gonna happen. And there's also claps and snares and shit. Yeah. The chat is, as usual, just abound with helpful things. What am I doing? This is really only kind of here as a formality, like this particular part where like the lead, like I put that there earlier because I needed to have something to lead into the part, like for the recording, but I don't think it'll actually still be that when this happens for real. I'm gonna leave that alone for a second. So this riser, we left off with this riser, like we were working on it before the end of the last part. And I might have been okay with this back then, but I don't think I am now. That's because I decided to be cute and make a riser out of Serum. Hello, Tiny Serum. I think I'm over my use Serum for everything phase. Which like Serum is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but like I've been specifically trying to use Serum just because on things that I could be doing better with other stuff. That is because I know them better. Actually, today's How to Synth was a Serum patch, which went up 6 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh crap! I wanted to say at the beginning of the video that my EP is available for pre-order. And I believe, actually, let me check my email real quick because this was a thing that we had discussed. Sweet. Okay. What? What? Oh, okay. Right. So the way that this worked is that if you pre-order the album, you got an instant grat. You got one of the tracks immediately, and that one track was Ruin, the drum and bass track. And there's also a deluxe version of the EP, which is all the projects. I'm pretty sure they're available individually or not, but I gotta check that too. But if you pre-order the deluxe edition of the album, you get the deluxe edition Ruin, which is to say the project for Ruin, immediately. In case you didn't know that. There's more things to announce on that too. We're just getting started. What am I doing? Someone's pre-ordered. Yeah! You the man. Okay. Larger. Doesn't need to be that low frequency. I think I need this to automate. Am I not automating this? No, I am. That's that. I'm not automating this though. That's the highest it can go pitch-wise, just 2 octaves. That's kind of high. Let's automate that. Whoa. Oh yeah, I forgot the part where it's the whole song. Farp, 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 farp. People in the chat, you guys are funny people. I validate your comedic existence. Wee. And the last bit there just all goes up. And then last second. Actually, this is going all the way to the end. Pretty sure it's supposed to cut off before this part happens. Am I doing that in the beat or is that an extra beat? Because this is the one here. And this is fill bass that happens. So this is supposed to end here. But that's not long enough. That's okay. I think I'll put that there, but I'm going to layer another one in there just because I need something a bit more stable. Let's do a ye old harmonizer. This is one of my favorite things to do. I did it all the time in my older tracks and quite a few times in my newer tracks. Honestly, I don't think I've ever stopped doing it. It's the thing I like to do. I put it in the sidechain channel, even though there's not a single bit of that happening in the intro. Sidechaining, that is. Oh, because I muted it. Burp. Right. So what coolness? So the way that I tend to do this is I use the phaser as the thing that ends up being the riser. And then I go to custom shapes, and we do essentially copies of the shape. This means that for one revolution of what would have been one shape, it now happens 4 times. It's a lot faster. And it's just a real basic shape like this. I could also fuck with it and like do one of these. Just kind of neat sometimes. Actually, I guess if I did want to stay with the trap tradition of making it kind of metallic and shiny sounding. Granular. Yeah. If I want to be ridiculous, I could put this into frequency mode. Additive FM, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not going to do that. So on top of that, let's do a little bit of... I don't even know. Oh my god. Oh wait, you guys want to see something really cool I didn't get until like... I did a lesson last week. If you use the smooth line type, at first it's like, well, what the fuck is it doing? But then when you add more points, it actually changes the tension of the other points to ensure that it stays smooth. How ridiculous is that? I didn't know that. This whole time, I thought it was useless, but it's actually kind of neat. This is the unison business. Let's put the harmonizer after the phaser. Oh, see, but now we could do this. Hardware, ladies and gentlemen. And now, because we're using hardware, we can use slide notes. I don't have to worry about pitch automation. The hell key are we in? We're in F, right? F sharp. Close. Although, okay. Wait, this is Serum one, right? Oh, this is hardware. Oh, hey, it's already the right note. Ha! Because it was the last note that I chose. That makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah. Let's start stupidly low. Oh, yeah, what note are we down there? That makes sense. That matters at all. That might be wildly too high. We'll find out. If I want to get even more ridiculous, I could do this. But, of course, I want to get more ridiculous. Well, that was funky. Needs a higher pitch? I suppose it could. Or should, or would, or would. Let's put that down a little faster. But then actually, at the last second here, let's come back down all the way. That was fucking weird. Why does somebody freak out like that? Is it because of the prism? It's possible. It was. The second the prism gets involved, it freaks out. That's a little too far down. That works. Prism's not working out the way that I thought it would. That's pretty fun. Probably don't need to be as loud in the higher frequencies. What's that like against the other riser? I'm into it. Meanwhile, the entire chat is begging that I rap on this track, which, of all the things that I might do on this track, that's not one of them. A lyricist, I ain't. All right, so actually, I had a thought earlier about these beats. And that thought was that the snare should be presented so early. It is one of those. What is wrong with this? That's weird. The answer to that question is a lot of things are wrong with it, but rap about being a sorcerer or RARP. Oh no, we've combined snarp and rap to RARP. So someone just put on a reasonable verse, and part of what's going on in there is like my biggest problem with hip hop in general. Is that like, oh, it was a perfectly fine line to me, and they'd be like, saying a bunch of stuff. My name is Seamless, and I top the charts. I don't top any chart. I've never tarped the chart. Tarp the chart. Oh God, you've got me doing it. But like, and neither has most people, you know, who rap about that kind of stuff. So why do that? Because you're just lying. A bunch of liars. So that's weird. Oh, that's right, because that's there. Okay, so this is already unique. This actually doesn't need the 808. Or that, for that matter. It basically needs to just stop there. And then, on top of the riser, we're gonna have other shit. But oh yeah, I've been doing that with this. Where's my wacky ass vocoder lead? It did move with the drop. Yeah, whoops. So this part. Put on some just fucking super tight bandpass. How would that sound if that was way up here? Definitely the bandpass before the vocoder. So we're gonna go with that. So this is mostly just gonna kind of chill. Wee. Cool. While we're at it. Dirt. How? How am I so off on this? Jesus Christ. You know, as much as it visually like pains me to do stuff like this, it actually doesn't do anything when you overlap clips like this. And actually, like I know from experience that like people who don't use FL who come to FL and see this happen, it drives them insane. In fact, I'm sure plenty of you are looking at this right now and just going like, change it, please, for the love of God, change it. And honestly, it's more efficient to do that though. It's more efficient to let it stay there, because although actually, like I know that other DAWs like Logic and Ableton have overlapping automation like on purpose, but not overlapping everything else. But you can still do that, and you can actually still like work with it too. You can even have more than one automation like on top of each other, and when you're in like the automation mode over here, you can just like cycle through them. At least you could once upon a time. How do you do that? Did they change it? I really hope they didn't change it. I just multiply it. Whoops. Am I in automation mode? I have to be. Or was it change between clips if it do like this? No, I definitely... Okay, that's weird. I used to be able to like click up here and it would like change which one you're focused on. I must have something disabled that's not allowing that to happen. I wonder what though. Or is it like a... I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, point being is that you could do that kind of stuff, but it just looks so weird. And like you can't mess with it when you do. Which is I guess why it's usually better to mess with just like stuff like this. And then you can kind of have that going on. Speaking of which, this should probably go down here. And along with you guys. This is only here for these guys. That's about kind of what I expected. Although, yes. This might be a terrible idea. Oh yeah, I was gonna have, I guess, the bases in there. Just gonna throw in these guys to make it kind of fill some space. So more shit's gotta go down in there, but I want to also kind of get this part that makes sense. So then, yeah, the trap research yielded information that I need to go make some claps. It doesn't even sound like a clap anymore. It's like... Oh, look. Relevant things. Kind of partial to that guy. Although there's some... That's pretty cool too. But it's got reverb built into it. Jeez. Oh, that would just be terrible to use. Well, that's fucking cool. Actually, I like that one. I haven't decided yet if this is going to be in the beat or off the beat. These are make sure they're all unique before I go screwing around with it. And I know that the part's done, and I know that I have to do the other part, and that's what I have time to do, but I'm just so into doing what I'm doing right now. Parts of that make sense, and parts of that don't. Such is life. Anyway, for those of you watching on YouTube, if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and as usual, to have a nice day. Don't forget that. It's important.